everyone. A very good afternoon to all of you. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible. So, the students who are already there in the session, can you please confirm if I'm clearly visible and audible? Come on, friends. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, friends. So, friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher. Now, today we will continue the series that we have started a few days back. Uh, it's already been few days. We have conducted a session on the previous year paper questions of CAT examination, and in this series we have started picking up the questions of arithmetic. Right now, in the first two sessions of the series, we have discussed the questions which have appeared in last 5 years of CAT examination from the topic of percentages. Right now, these questions were from the basic concepts of percentages, like percentage change, increase or decrease, the concept of successive percentage change, and so on and so forth. Now, in today's session, I'm going to take some more questions from the application of percentages in profit, loss, and discount. Right now, these questions once again are from the previous year paper questions of CAT examination. Okay, so we will continue this series solving the questions from the previous year paper of CAT examination. This is the third session, and today we are going to solve questions which have come from the topic of profit, loss, and discount. Now, if I talk about the level of difficulty, in the last two sessions, you must have realized that the level of difficulty of questions, which are from the basic concepts of percentages, which are from the fundamentals of percentages, the level of difficulty of those questions was not very high. Okay, I could rate all of them as average or below average level of difficulty. We have seen some very easy questions as well. But that is not the case with the questions of profit, loss, discount. So you will find majority of questions from profit, loss, and discount to be slightly on a higher level of difficulty. I'm not saying that they will be very difficult, but yes, the level of difficulty of the questions of profit, loss, and discount is certainly higher as compared to the level of difficulty of questions from percentages. Okay, right? So let's have a look at some of these questions from the previous year paper of CAT examination. Now, in these sessions, I'm not taking questions which have appeared in CAT examination 10 years back or 20 years back. No, I am restricting myself to the CAT examinations which have happened in the last 5 years. All right. So we will have a look at it, and we will be solving all of these questions. Okay. All right. So let's begin. Let's begin solving these questions, all of us together. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. So the students who are watching this session right now in the live format, I can see some of you. So can you please confirm if my voice is clear? Yes or no? Come on. And good afternoon, everyone. So come on, quickly show me your presence. Tell me that you are here. Shubhra, as always, you are here. Encyclopedia Made in Bharat. Wonderful that you are present. Sakshi Meghadri. So guys, whenever you attend these sessions, whenever you come in the live session, please always confirm that I'm clearly visible and audible and show your presence. Tell me that you are present here in this session, physically as well as mentally. Okay, chaliye. तो solve करते हैं. Let's start solving these questions. So question number one, CAT 2023 slot one, profit, loss, and discount. Read the question and tell me what will be the answer among the four options A, B, C, or D. I'll give you enough amount of time to solve these questions. Some of these questions will be slightly on a higher level of difficulty. All right. So if I look at the question, it says that Gita sells two objects A and B at the same price, such that she makes a profit of 20% on object A and a loss of 10% on object B. All right. Now, if she increases the selling price such that objects A and B are still sold at the equal prices, and a profit of 10% is made on object B, then the profit made on object A will be nearest to which of the following options? Yes, go ahead and tell me what will be the answer of this question. All right. So one of the students says 42 percentage will be the answer of this one. All right. I'll give you some more time and then we'll start the discussion. Let's see who else can give me an answer for this one. Anyone else? Shubhra, Sakshi, Meghadri, Sandeep, Kasak, or any other student who is watching this session in live format? Anyone would like to give me an answer? Now we'll have to look at the most efficient way of solving these questions, right? Now you can use a lot of methods, you can use different methods to solve. But what is the most efficient method of solving these questions? We will have to look at that. Okay. Now let's get into solving this one. Now question says that Gita sells two objects A and B at the same price. So I can say that the selling prices of both the objects is equal. It is equal, such that she is making a 20% profit on object A and 10% loss on object B. Right? So I will start by assuming the cost prices of A and B as let's say small a is cost price of A and cost price of object B is small b. Okay. Now, I will have to find out the relation between A and B. So, we are given that she has made a profit of 20% on A. So, selling price of object A will become 20% of A plus the cost price of A. So, 20% profit. So, after 20% profit, I can say that the selling price of A will become 1.2A, right? Similarly, the selling price of B will become, after a loss of 10%, 0.9B. All right. Now, are you all clear how to write these things? Selling price of A and the selling price of B. 1.2A and 0.9B. 1.2A after a profit of 20% and 0.9B after a loss of 10%. Please tell me yes or no. Are you clear with this? How have I written 1.2A and 0.9B? Yes or no? Perfect. Okay. Now you are given that the selling prices are same. So I can equate these two. So 1.2A is equal to 0.9. And from here, I can find out the ratio of A and B, which will be 0.9 upon 1.2. And upon simplification, it will come out to be 3 upon 4. Okay, I hope this part is clear. Done. Now, once I have got the ratios of the selling ratios of the cost prices of A and B, right? What you can do is you can assume the values of A and B, which are in the ratio of 3 is to 4. Now, why we can assume the values? One reason is if I'll assume some convenient values, the calculations will be easier. Okay. Another reason is if you look at the question, in the entire question, everything is given in form of percentages. Right? सब कुछ percentages की form में है. Nothing is given in the form of rupees. Okay. So if you have any kind of relation like this, you can assume the values. All right. So now I'll assume the value of A and B as 300 and 400 respectively because I already have the ratio of A and B, right? So cost price of A is assumed as 300 and cost price of B is assumed as 400, right? Now after doing this, there is nothing left in this question. So now question says that she increases the selling prices such that the objects A and B are still sold at equal prices. Okay. Now she has increased the selling prices of the articles such that they are still sold at the same prices and a profit of 10% is made on object B. Now, if I make a profit of 10 percentage on object B, what will be the selling price of object B? After giving a profit of 10 percentage, what will be the selling price? Come on. Sakshi and Meghadri, both of you have given the answer. Nice. So 10% profit on 400 rupees, that means a profit of 40 rupees. Okay. So 400 plus 40 is 440. Right? The selling price of object B is 440. And again, in the second case, they have mentioned that the objects are still sold at the equal prices. So the selling price of object A will also be 440 rupees. And now we'll have to find out what is the profit that he has made on object A. So object A, cost price is 300 and selling price is 440. So the profit percentage will be, the profit is 140 rupees over the cost price of 300 multiplied by 300. So the answer will be 140 divided by 3, right? 140 divided by 3 kitna hoga? You can calculate it and post your answer. Okay, so it will be 46.67 percentage, right? Now look at the options. Which of the options is closest to 46.67? That will be marked as the answer. The question itself says the answer is nearest to. Look at the last two words, nearest to. Okay, so 46.67. The safest option to mark will be 47 percentage. Option B is the correct answer of this question, right? So now the students, all of you have given a correct answer, right? So encyclopedia made in Bharat, like whatever your name is, have you understood where you have made a mistake earlier? So Heat, Shubhra, Sandeep, Meghadri, Sakshi, all of you have given a correct answer. Wonderful. Let's move on and look at the next question, question number 2. Now, question number 2, slightly difficult. Okay. So again, this is from the last year paper, CAT 2023, slot number 2. The question level of difficulty is high. It's a little higher as compared to the other questions that we have seen. Okay. So please be careful while you are solving this one. Now you will get to know a lot of things from this one. Okay, we shall read this question. Jan bought a certain number of white shirts at a rate of rupees 1000 per piece and a certain number of blue shirts at a rate of 1125 per piece. I don't know what is the number of shirts that he has bought. He has bought some white and some blue shirts. Okay. Now for each shirt, he then set a fixed market price which was 25% higher than the average cost price of all the shirts, right? So whatever be the average cost price of all the shirts, he marked the market price, he marked the fixed market price for each of these shirts which is 25% higher than the average cost price of all the shirts together. Now he sold all the shirts at a discount of 10% and made a profit of 51,000 rupees. Total profit of 51,000 rupees. Right? Now, if he bought both colors of shirts, so he has bought white shirts as well as blue shirts, then the maximum possible total number of shirts that he could have bought is equal to how much? Now, very important question, very important concepts we will be using in this question. All right. So you should be careful while solving this one. Try to write each and everything. Read it, try to make equations, even if you are unable to get the final answer. Don't worry at all, but at least do something, at least do write something. Okay, any answer? Option given nahi hai, so you will have to calculate this answer. Options are not given. All right, Mikadri says doing this one. Okay, Mikadri. Sakshi has got the answer 40. Okay, Sakshi, uh, take this once again. Okay, solve it once more because 40 is not at all near to the correct answer. It's very far away from the correct answer. So take some more time. But I appreciate Sakshi that you have solved this one and at least you have got some answer. Good. It's simple. जब तक तुम solve नहीं करोगे ना, if you do not get into the question, if you will not write something, if you will not find the answer, until and unless you will not do all these things, you will not be able to understand the solution that I'll be explaining. So good, Sakshi. Good. I appreciate the efforts. All right, Meghadri has given an answer. नाइस, वेरी गुड मेघाद्री। ओके, चलिए सॉल्व करते हैं, ठीक है। Now Jain bought a certain number of white shirts at a rate of 1,000 per piece. So let's say the number of white shirts that he has bought is X, and a certain number of blue shirts he has bought. So number of white shirts is X and number of blue shirts is Y. So total number of shirts that he has bought comes out to be X plus Y. Simple as that. Okay? Right? Now, for each shirt, he set a fixed market price, which is 25% higher than the average cost of all the shirts. Now, the cost of one white shirt is 1,000 rupees, and the cost of one blue shirt is 1125 rupees. Okay, so the total cost price of all these shirts should be equal to 1000x plus 1125y. Okay, each white shirt is of 1,000 rupees, so 1000x. Each blue shirt is of 1125 rupees, so 1125 times y. So this is the total money that he has spent. This is the total cost price. Now, market price is 25% higher than the average cost price of all the shirts. Market price of each shirt. Okay. So, let's calculate the average cost price. So, average cost price will be the sum, the total cost price divided by the number of shirts, which is X plus Y. Okay, this is the average cost price of each shirt, right? So market price of each shirt is 25% higher than this value. 25% higher. 25% is 1 by 4. So 25% higher, can I say that it will be 1 plus 1 by 4? That means 5 by 4 times the average cost price. Okay, that is 1000x plus 1125y upon x plus y. If you don't understand any step, please immediately tell me and I will repeat that step. All right, fine. I hope all of you are clear after this part. So, market price of one shirt, of each shirt, market price of each shirt is 25% higher than the average cost price. So, this will become the market price of each shirt. Now, after putting the market price, he sold all the shirts at a discount of 10%. So, I can say that selling price of each shirt will be equal to 10% discount. So 10% discount means 9 by 10. 10% is 1 by 10. Discount of 10% will be 1 minus 1 by 10. That comes out to be 9 by 10 in terms of fractions. So selling price of each shirt will become 9 by 10 times the market price of each shirt, which is 5 by 4 bracket 1000x plus 1125y upon x plus y. So this is the selling price of each shirt, right? Now we can simplify this. We can cancel out the common factors. Okay. So the selling price of each shirt will become 9 upon 8 times 1000x plus 1125y upon x plus y. Okay, this is the selling price of one shirt. I'll put it aside. Okay, selling price of one shirt. Done. Now, if this is the selling price of one shirt, what will be the selling price of all the shirts? Okay, so selling price of all the shirts. What is the total number of shirts? Total number of shirts is x plus y. So what I'll do is to find out the total selling price. Wait, I'll write it. I had total cost price. Now I'll calculate the total selling price. So total selling price will be selling price of one shirt multiplied by x plus y. Okay, x plus y is the total number of shirts. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see the selling price of one shirt, right? Multiplied by x plus y, it will give me 9 by 8 times 1000x plus 1125y. Okay, so this is the selling price of total number of shirts. Fine. Now I have total cost price, I have total selling price. If I take the difference, I will get the profit. Okay. So 9 by 8 times something minus the same thing. So I can say that the total profit will be 1 by 8 times 1000x plus 1125y, and this total profit is given as 51,000 rupees. 51,000 rupees, right? So it can be written that 1000x plus 1125y is equal to 51,000 multiplied by 8. Now 51 multiply 8 is 408, then triple zero. Okay, so now this is the equation that I have. Are you all clear with this equation? Yes or no? Come on, tell me. Are you all clear with this equation? Yes or no? All right. Equation is clear. Now we'll have to find out the maximum number of shirts that he has bought. So मुझे maximum number of shirts find करनी है. Okay. Now to maximize the total number of shirts, what I should be doing? मुझे total number of shirts maximize करनी है. Okay. Now the shirt which is bought at a higher price, the shirt which is bought at the higher price, I will buy lesser number of those shirts, and I will buy more shirts which comes at a cheaper price. Then only I'll be able to maximize the number of shirts. Right? Clear? So I will copy this equation on a separate page. Wait. So I'll open a new page. So equation is 1000x plus 1125y is equal to 408,000. Right? Fine. So I have this equation 1000x plus 1125y is equal to 4,08,000. Now the first type of shirt, that is the white shirt, is bought at 1,000 rupees and the blue shirt is bought at 1125 rupees, such that the total cost is 40,000, 4,08,000. Okay. Now the shirt which is at a higher price, I should be buying lesser number of shirts, and the shirt which is at a lower price, I should be buying more number of shirts of that type, and then only I'll be able to maximize the number of shirts. Also, for this equation, x and y are the number of shirts respectively. Okay, so the values of x and y should be positive integers. So first of all, I'll have to look at the positive integral solution of this equation, such that I'll have to minimize the value of y and maximize the value of x. Okay, so I will try to minimize the value of y. अगर मैं y को 0 पुट करता हूं, I cannot put y as 0 because I am buying at least one shirt of each type. So y cannot be 0. So y को 1 पुट करेंगे, 2 पुट करेंगे, 3 पुट करेंगे. I need to select a value of y such that the value of x should also be integer. Now, look at this part. This is a multiple of 1000. 1000x is a multiple of 1000. On the right hand side, this is also a multiple of 1000. So this part 1125 multiply y should also be a multiple of 1000, right? And accordingly, I'll find out the minimum value of y. So 1125y can be written as 1000y plus 125y. Okay, so what will be the minimum value of y so that this part will become a multiple of 1000? Come on, tell me. What will be the minimum value of y such that this part 125 will become a multiple of 1000? Y का minimum value find out करना है such that 125y is a multiple of 1000. Absolutely Meghadri. So the value of y we can put is 8. Okay, right? So if I'll put value of y as 8, so this will become 1000 into 8, 8000 plus 125 into 8, that is 1000, which is 9000. Fine. So substituting the value of y as 8 in this case, I will get 1000x plus 9000 is equal to 4 lakh 8,000. So 1000x will be equal to 3,99,000. So the value of x comes out to be 399. So number of white shirts is 399 and the number of blue shirts is equal to 8. So maximum possible total number of shirts will be 399 plus 8, that is 407. All right. So 407 will be the final answer of this question. Okay. I'll stop here for a few seconds. Ask me if you have any doubt. If you don't have any doubt, tell me no doubt or just write yes so that we can move on to the next question. Come on, you can give me a confirmation if you have understood yes or no. I will move on to the next question. So Meghadri, earlier 408 was very close to the correct one. You have changed your answer 382. I hope you all have understood what calculation errors or what concept you have used that was not correct. Okay. So I hope you are clear with this concept that I've explained. Let's quickly move on to our next question, question number 3. Now, question number 3 is from CAT 2023 slot 2. Now, previous one was also from slot 2. This one is also from slot 2. So, slot 2, there were 2 questions from profit loss discount. Now, this one is slightly easy. थोड़ा easy question है, ज़्यादा difficult नहीं है. So, you should not have any problem in solving this one. So question says that Minu purchases a pair of sunglasses at rupees 1000 and sells it to Kanu at 20% profit. Then Kanu sells it back to Minu at 20% loss. Finally, Minu sells the same pair of sunglasses to Tanu. If the total profit made by Minu from all her transactions is rupees 500, then the percentage of profit made by Minu when she sold the pair of sunglasses to Tanu is how much? Now, people, I've mentioned that this one is easy. Okay, so please quickly make the direction in which you'll be going in this question. Write things, Minu, and then she's selling it to Kanu, and then back to Minu, and then Kanu. Like this, make a proper flow chart and find out the answer of this one. All right, Meghadri. Nice, that was quick. Okay, so let's start doing this one. Not a very difficult one. Easy है ये वाला question. So start कर सकते हैं. Meanwhile, other students can find the answer. Okay. So first of all, Minu purchases the sunglasses for 1,000 rupees. Okay, and then she sold it to Kanu. At what price? At 20% profit. So what will be the price at which Kanu will buy this sunglasses? Come on. So Minu bought it for 1,000 rupees. sold it at a profit of 20 percentage. So 20 percentage of 1000 is 200 rupees. So the profit of 200 rupees sold it to Kanu. So Minu sold it for 1200 rupees and she has got a profit of 200. Okay. Now then Kanu sells it back to Minu at 20% loss, right? So 1200, 20% loss. So 20 percentage of 1200 will be 240. So loss of 240. So Minu will buy it again at rupees 960. Okay, right? Now finally Minu sold it to Tanu at some price. Okay, right? Now you are given that total profit made by Minu in all the transactions is 500 rupees, right? Now in the first transaction, if you look at this, in the first transaction, Minu made a profit of 200 rupees, right? So in this second transaction, she will make the remaining profit, right? So out of 500, she has already made profit of 200 rupees in the first transaction. So she will make a profit of 300 rupees in the second transaction. So that means she will sell it to Tanu at 1260 rupees. Okay, so now we'll have to find out the profit made by Minu in this second transaction when she's selling the sunglasses to Tanu. So in this case, profit percentage will be equal to profit upon the cost price multiplied by 100. Okay, so just simplify this and get the answer. Okay, so cancel kiya 3000 upon 96. We can cancel out 3, 32. So it is 1000 upon 32, right? You can simplify, you can get the answer. It will be very easy. Okay, right? So 1000 upon 32, you can calculate it and it will come out to be 31.25 percentage. Okay, am I clear? So Sakshi, the correct answer is option B, that is 31.25. Now, anyone who could not understand the last calculation, 1000 upon 32 से 31.25 पे कैसे आ गया? You can ask me. It's basic calculation. So 8 cancel out किया मैंने तो it will become 125. 125 upon 4. 125 upon 4 is 31.25. Okay, it's basic calculation. So the correct answer will be option B, and it is correctly given by Shubha and Meghadri, both of you. All right, fine. So let's move on and look at the next question. Question number 4, CAT 2023 slot 3. So the first question was CAT 2023 slot 1, CAT 2023 slot 2, CAT 2023 slot 2, CAT 2023 slot 3. So CAT 2023, up till now, there are already 4 questions which have appeared from profit loss discount. Okay, now look at this one. Now, I'm sure that by solving the questions of profit loss discount, you must have seen these type of questions where there is a merchant and while buying the article, he is cheating the person, and while selling the article, he is cheating the customers. Okay, and we'll have to find out the overall profit of the shopkeeper. Okay, so you must have encountered these type of questions. Now, you must have done these questions, you must have solved these questions using some conventional method or slightly linear methods, right? Now, today, I will give you one method using which you will be able to solve this one in a single step. You will be able to get the final answer in a single step. Yes, I mean it. Okay. So let's see what will be the solution. But first of all, have a look at the question, read it through, and then we'll start solving it. So you can divide this question in different parts. Merchant purchases a cloth at a rate of rupees 100 per meter and receives 5 centimeter length of cloth free for every 100 centimeter of length that he purchased. Okay, so he has not cheated anything, but he is receiving something extra. Okay, so if receiving something extra, that means the profit is already occurred. The profit is already incurred at the first place while buying this article. Okay, so this is the first part. You can say the second part. Now he sells the same cloth at a rate of rupees 110 per meter. He bought it at 100. He's selling it at 110. So another reason of profit. Okay, so this was the second part. Now the third part. He's cheating his customers by giving 95 centimeters of cloth for every 100. देना चाहिए था 100 centimeter, but he's giving 95 centimeter. So once again, profit, right? So this was the third part, right? And finally, he is giving a 5% discount. So discount is always a loss. So whatever the price he should have given it, he's giving it at less than 5%. Okay. So because of last part, he will incur a loss. Right? Now, if I combine all these four factors, if I combine all these four statements, we'll have to find out what will be his resulting profit at the end. So Meghadri says option B is the correct answer. All right, nice, good. Meghadri will have a look at the method that we are going to use. Okay? So we shall start discussing, right? So let's look at each and every element one by one. So merchant purchases cloth. Give me 1 second. A merchant purchases cloth at a rate of rupees 100 per meter and he receives 5 centimeter free for every 100 centimeter of cloth purchased by him. So he went to purchase 100 centimeter, but he's getting 105 centimeter, right? So I can say that his net selling will be 105 upon 100. Or I can say that he will have a 5% profit. He will have a 5% profit from the first transaction. If he has 5% profit, then I can say that it will be 105 upon 100 in terms of fractions. Right? Are you clear with this first factor? Yes or no? Are you clear with this first factor? He went on to purchase 100 centimeter, but he's getting 105 centimeters, 5 centimeters free. So he'll get a profit of 5%. Right? Okay. Now let's look at the next factor. He sells the same cloth at rupees 110 per meter. He bought it at 100, he's selling it at 110. So he will have a profit of 10%. Or for this, I can write it as 110 upon 100. Okay, right? This is the second factor. Done? Now the third, he cheats his customer by giving 95 centimeters for every 100 centimeter cloth purchased by the customer. So customer is purchasing 100, but he's giving 95. So cost will be according to what is actually given to the customer. Okay, so cost price will be according to the length of the cloth which he is giving to the customer, which is 95 centimeter, and the selling price will be according to what is asked by the customer. Customer is asking for 100 centimeters, so customer will pay according to 100 centimeters. So selling price will be according to 100 centimeters, and cost price will be according to 95 centimeters. Right? So again, he's having a profit. Here the factor will be 100 upon 95. Right? Okay. Profit will be like 5 upon 95. I can say 5 upon 95. That is 1 upon 19. Right? I'm not writing it in terms of values, but the factor will be 100 upon 95. Clear? Now, at the end, he provides a 5% discount. That will be counted as a loss. So that means article of rupees 100 is selling at rupees 95. Cost price is 100, selling price is 95. So the effect will be, the factor will be 95 upon 100. So I have written all these four factors one after the other. Okay. The combined effect will be the product of all these. And now you can simplify and calculate the net fraction. What will be the selling price as the fraction of cost price? Okay. So 95 and 95 will get cancelled. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. Okay. So effectively, I can say that the last two effects, they have cancelled out each other. So you will have only these two effects. Okay. अब इसको simplify करना है. Like there are plenty of ways of solving this. So you can simplify this, right? So 21 upon 21 upon 20. This will be 21 upon 20, and the other one will be 11 upon 10. All right. So 21 into 11 is 231 upon 200, right? So I can say that selling price is 231 upon 200 times the cost price. Okay. Now, if this is the fraction, I can say that there will be a profit of 31 upon 200 multiplied by 100, and it will be equal to 15.5 percentage. So the profit percentage will be 15.5. Another way you could have done is the last two factors they have cancelled out. So only the first two factors will decide the net profit. Right? You could have used successive percentage change, A plus B plus AB upon 100 for the first two factors. In the first case, it is 5% profit. In the second case, it is 10% profit. So 5 plus 10 plus 5 multiplied 10 upon 100. So it will again come out to be 15.5% profit. So the correct answer is option B. All right. Am I clear? Yes or no? So Meghadri, is this the same method that you have used? I hope yes. But if you have used a different method, then you can understand this method, use this method later on to save your time. Okay. Let's move on and look at our next question, question number 5, which is from CAT 2022, slot number 2. Yes, any answer for this one? Now, question is pretty simple. CAT 2022 slot 2. Raj invested rupees 10,000 in a fund. At the end of the first year, he incurred a loss, but his balance was more than 5,000. So, whatever percentage loss he would have incurred, the final value is more than 5,000. Okay? So, you can say that the percentage loss, initial value 10,000, final value 5,000. So, the loss here will be, the maximum loss will be what percentage? You can find it out. Okay? This balance, whatever the balance he has, was invested in another year for another year, and grew, and the percentage of growth in the second year was 5 times the percentage of loss in the first year. So whatever loss was there in the first year, whatever percentage loss was there in the first year, in the second year there is a profit of 5 times as compared to the loss of the previous year, loss percentage. Now, if the gain of Raj from the initial investment over the 2 year period is 35 percentage, then you'll have to find out the percentage lost in the first year. All right, nice, Megadri, very good. Anyone else would like to answer this one? All right, let's start solving this. Okay, now Raj invested 10,000 rupees in a fund, and at the end of the year, he incurred a loss. Okay, so what you can do is you can assume any value like 10,000, 5,000, or whatever. Okay, so he invested 10,000 at the beginning and he incurred a loss. So let's say the loss percentage is X percentage. So the money reduced by X percentage, and after this, the balance was more than 5,000 rupees. Okay, 10,000 decreased by X percentage, and the balance is more than 5,000 rupees. Absolutely fine. Now, in the second year, the money grew by a percentage which was 5 times the percentage loss in the first year. So now there will be a growth of 5x percentage. So my money will grow by 5x percentage. Okay, right? And I'll get the final money. Okay. Now you are given that in the 2 years combined, there was a net gain of 35 percentage. I can say that the net percentage increase is equal to 35 percentage, right? 35 percentage increase. So now in the first year, the money reduced by X percentage. In the second year, it grew, it increased by 5x percentage. Okay. And the net percentage change given is 35 percentage. So here I can use the method of successive percentage change, A plus B plus AB upon 100, where the value of A will be minus X and the value of B will be plus 5X. Why minus X? Because the money is reduced by X percentage. Okay. Now substitute the values of A and B in the above formula and equate it to the net percentage change, which is 35 percentage. Okay. So minus X plus 5X minus 5x square upon 100 is equal to 35. This will be the equation. Okay. So 4x minus 5x square upon 100 is equal to 35. Right? Do the cross multiplication and obtain the final equation. Okay. So it will become 5x square minus 400x plus 3500 is equal to 0. Okay. Now I can factorize this quadratic simply, okay, and get the values of x. So there will be two values of x that I'll get from this. Okay. So I'll split 400 such that the product is 5 and 3500. So 5, 5, 700. Okay. 5, 5, 7 and 100. Okay, so breakup will be what? How can you split the middle term, right? So 25 and 125, no, 100. How can you break? Yes, split the middle term. Anyone? Okay, so product should be 5 into 3500 and the sum should come out to be 400, right? Okay, so this is the factorized form. Done. So 5 into 5 into 2, 50, and 5, 70, 350. So 50 and 350 are the two parts. So 5x square minus 50x minus 350x plus 3500 equal to 0. Now factorizing, taking 5x common, so I will get 5x minus 350, okay, and x minus 10 is equal to 0. I could have taken 5 common earlier, no problem. So from here the values of x comes out to be 70 and 10, right? Now these are the two values of x that I've got, 70 and 10, right? Now, both these values are among the options, option C and option D. Now, which of these values will be the answer? Now, if I consider that the value of x is equal to 70 percentage, that means in the first year, the money would have reduced by 70%. 10,000 after 70% reduction will become 3,000. If I reduce 10,000 by 70%, the value will become 3,000. But it is given that after first year, the balance was more than 5,000. All right. So the value of x cannot be 70 nahi ho sakti, right? On the other hand, if I take x as 10% after the reduction of 10 percentage, the money will be 9,000, and yes, it is certainly more than 5,000. So the correct value of x will be 10 percentage, and this is what we had to find out. All right. So the correct answer will be option C. Won't checking is the option the faster method? Yes, Meghadri, I have given you a method. Fine. Checking these the options. So you'll have to check the first option. So first option is 15, then second, so 15 and 75, then 5 and 25. So it will give you lengthy calculations, right? If option D is the correct answer, then you will have to go through the first three options and then you will reach the last option. So this is a methodological way of solving this, but you will always check the options as well. All right, fine. So friends, that is all from my side for the day. I hope you would have liked the session. Thank you very much. You can subscribe, like, share, and comment. Okay. In case you have any query, you can leave it in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer those. So that's all from my side. Have a nice time. Bye bye.